Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another episode of Coleaders for Africa podcast. I'm Mariam Najma Agadi, I'm your host, and I'm honored to have you, Mr. Lee, with us in this episode from the heart of Africa, from Gitex Africa in Marrakech. And we're surrounded by talents, entrepreneurs, tech leaders, and African leaders who are, in short, builders also, who are opening new paths, building bridges across the continent, across all different continents. With us, a Korean leader coming directly from Asia. And today we're diving into those series of shorts to inspire our audience through inspiring conversations with brilliant minds, great visionaries, and we'll talk vision, journeys, challenges, and hopes. So, and most of all, your biggest dream, because we believe that big dreams are still in Africa. So, Mr. Lee, tell us, what is your big dream?
Before starting my comment, I'm not a Korean leader. So this is it. Big dream is inside the African continent, you mean?
Yeah, your big dream in African continent or beyond, in general?
Very broad question. So, I don't know how I can say about my big dream. But in terms of the startup cooperation between Africa and Korea, I want to say about the big dream is that I want to connect all the stakeholders in the startup ecosystem in Korea and Africa. This is my big dream, I can say.
Okay, wow, amazing. And if I may ask you, maybe to present yourself in less than 1 minute, what would you say?
For what?
To present yourself.
Yeah. So my name is Jongkil Lee, and I'm the director of the Gitex Africa Foundation. Inside the foundation, I'm in charge of the startup project. So every year I select the Korean startups if they have some vision and some plans in African continent. And we visit the African countries together, and we show and we introduce our services and products to find the local partners together.
Wow, amazing. Oh, and if I may ask you, what sparked your mission or vision?
My vision is under the big dream, as I mentioned, connecting every stakeholders. My mission and the vision is that as time goes, I want to make the platform connecting everything, right? Including the startup sectors, and business sectors, and the cultural sectors, and the research sectors, like that.
Okay. And if we go to and deep dive into your values, what values guide you as a leader?
So the most important value is that continuity. I think it means that from my experience, the reason why I can say that I'm a small Korean leader is that I have been doing this activity continuously every year, every time from the establishment, the foundation. Yeah, this is also important value, I think.
Interesting, the continuity, I like it. And through your projects and maybe your journey through those startups that you are evaluating, choosing in the African continent, maybe also your mission as head of this program for Africa. What has Africa taught you on your journey?
There are many reasons, but to be honest, in the past, we think about this country continent. So, say that Africa is one country, and this is not the whole Koreans thinking, but I can say like this. Many of the Koreans, they think that okay, we need to help and we need to give something to African continent in the past, I think. But as we know well, African continent has been changed so fast with a huge population, with a huge young population, and there are many opportunities with entrepreneurships like that. So these kind of aspects touched me and touched the foundation, touched the Korean government. So now we needed to become a friend, not just a one-way communication by giving aid like that. That touched us.
Interesting. I like it. Like you are now building a partnership relationship,
Yes.
and to do like real co-development, co-creation, co-building the programs. Actually, that's a really good point. And how do you stay connected to your why?
Connect why? I can understand.
Because when you are working on projects like this, you should be, I mean, you're passionate about it. You have a why that really drives you somewhere. Maybe you should think about your why and what really keeps you connected to this why as a leader.
Because the why of selecting Korean startups every year. Every year, the different startups, different sectors, different people, different Koreans participate in our project. So we can make totally different story every year, every time. Yeah, this makes me very interesting about my presence in this continent. Also, at the same time, the participants from African continent also every time different.
Okay.
Yeah, this makes me move and connect.
Okay, interesting. I like your answers are really straight to the point, and I'm gonna dive into the ideas and innovation side. What innovation or idea inspires you right now?
There are many sectors I have interest in this continent, but recently I have much interest in agriculture and education. Because agriculture is the very important sectors for the food. When we think about the food, this is for our life. And at the same time, EduTech is really important in this continent. So as I mentioned, the population of African continent is increasing.
Definitely.
Increasing every year.
Definitely.
And as time goes, we have a huge population. This is not a strong point. Educate people, the number of them increase. It can be strong point of the African continent. So education, the field is that I have a much interest in this country.
Okay, so AgriTech and EduTech. Interesting. After this innovation side that you just mentioned, and I agree.
How are you doing?
I agree that AgriTech and EduTech are the future. actually. So thank you for reminding us, because definitely in Africa we need to empower and work more and more on solutions and tech solutions in terms of agriculture or education, right? So actually, as a leader, what challenge are you currently facing?
Inside the foundation, we are increasing the programs for the Korean startups. But from the view of African continent, I think that they have questions. Do you have some project or the programs for African startups?
Okay.
Now, no, I can't. I need to say no. So my challenge is making a new project and new programs for African startups and African startup ecosystem. So now I'm moving. So I can say that the latest from the next year, I will start a new project for African startups.
Amazing.
This is my challenge.
Okay. Okay. Good luck and welcome. Don't hesitate to contact us, Coleaders for Africa, if we could support your program and your initiatives. So from this, I'm going to ask you about your hope. What gives you hope for Africa's future currently?
My hope is that many youth in this continent becomes very talented people. This is my hope. If this becomes true, this continent is the most powerful continent in the world, I think. And this is my hope.
Okay. Definitely, this is a great reminder for the youth in the audience who are listening to us today. And definitely, the talents are here, the opportunities are here. What we need, those bridges that could open the paths, connect, and create the ecosystem where those talents can grow and become empowered and transform Africa's future. And if I may say, do you speak French?
I want.
Huh?
No.
No, okay. So my question is about a message or a word that you could share with the Pan-African youth. What would you say?
I want to say that two things. First one is that try everything. Even though you can fail, you need to try again. So try first. And second message is that from my experience, in terms of entrepreneurship in this continent, most of the startup owners, startup CEOs in Africa, I agree that they start their business or idea thinking from discovering the problems in their society or the community. I can agree. Okay, this is the good process, but while creating ideas at the same time, they need to think about the profit model. It means that when I had a consulting programs with so many African startups, after explaining about their ideas, and 20 minutes later, I asked them, "Okay, what is your profit model? Who can buy your service or your products?" I'm sorry, Many of them answered to my questions like that. It means that they need to go back from the first step. Okay, solving the social problems is important. I agree.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in terms of business, we need to make money.
Yeah. Definitely.
They need to think about the two things simultaneously. This is my second message.
So powerful. Very, very powerful. Thank you. And the last question, and then we're gonna jump to our game. What does being a co-leader for you? What does it mean as a co-leader? What does it mean for you to be a co-leader?
This is a very difficult question, I think. So, if we add one it's a word like the co-leader, co-innovation, and co-existence like that, there are many things to think about, to consider. So, okay, the co-leader. Wow, this is the most difficult question. Anyway, moving together is the way to become co-leader. I think. Moving together. Not alone.
Definitely. The collective intelligence. There is not better than working together as a team and to empower and to reactivate our collective intelligence, emotional intelligence. By the way, this is why we're also here trying to develop this app to connect those both intelligence through artificial intelligence. So definitely, I agree more than 100% with you. So now we're going to jump into pick and play, lead and play through our flashcards game through questions. So you're gonna pick one card, whatever you want. Oh, okay. So maybe you read the English version of the question and then the proverb that you have. Comment or answer to the question. You choose.
So, do I need to?
Can you read it loudly?
The question is that what's the nice thing someone ever said about you? So this is related with the comments what I said in this time.
Yeah.
Okay, you are also here. This is a nice thing.
Wow.
I have ever had.
Because you're here. Wow.
Because in the first year, I was here in Africa, in some country. I explained about my activities and my foundation.
Okay.
And they didn't hear well about my message and my comments.
Okay.
Maybe they were not sure that I will continue this, or next year I will be somewhere in Africa. And next year I will be there.
Okay.
I was there, and then they found me. You're also here. You're also here in Ghana, in Senegal, in Kenya, in South Africa, in somewhere.
Amazing.
You are here. It was a nice thing.
Amazing. I love it. So, can you see the second action? Maybe you can play it.
Okay. The nice thing, what I have ever heard from people is that you are also here. It means that I have been doing my activities continuously, and my friend in this continent, they have been find me in everywhere, in every place, and in every conference. So this is the answer. Thank you.
In Korean, how do we say it?
감사합니다.
Kamsa?
합니다.
Kamsahamnida, Mr. Lee, for joining us to this podcast, and looking forward to meeting you on your amazing project in African continent. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank